Hey there, you'll remember from yesterday's devotion that Martha had said, "Oh, if you'd been here, my brother wouldn't have died." Well, it's not so, because it was the Father's will for him to die so that Jesus could show a miracle, a sign that he had the power of life and death. So verse 23, Jesus is speaking to Martha, and he says, "Your brother will rise again." Martha said, "I know that he'll rise again in the resurrection on the last day." Easy to understand how she would think that. And Jesus said, "I am the resurrection and the life. He who believes in me will live even if he dies." In other words, he is saying, the resurrection of everlasting life comes through me, the person. That resurrection comes from accepting him and him only personally into your life. That's why he said, "I am the resurrection." I'm not going to give resurrection apart from giving you me. Way back to chapter 1, in him was life. In him was life. And the life was the light of man. So you can't have salvation apart from having the Spirit of Christ himself dwelling within you. And he will never turn anybody down. But you must personally receive him, John 1:12. As many as received him, to them he gave power to become children of God. John chapter 6, over and over, Jesus saying, "Eat my flesh, drink my blood." I'm speaking spiritually. You got to personally receive me into your life, just like you personally receive food into your body. You've got to do that to have everlasting life. And that's why he's saying, "I'm the resurrection and the life. And whoever believes in me, even if he dies, he's going to live." Your body will die, but your spirit is not. "Everyone who lives and believes in me will never die." "Do you believe this?" She said, "Lord, I believe that you're the Christ, the Son of God, who comes into the world." So a believer in Jesus doesn't die. No, he leaves his body. He moves. 2 Corinthians 5:8, to be absent from the body for a believer is to be present with the Lord. Philippians chapter 1, I believe it's like verse 21, Paul says, "Oh, it's far better for me to leave and be with the Lord, but it's needful for you that I stay." In other words, I leave my body behind, I'm just moving. And then when the rapture takes place, nothing needs to take place until before that happens. It could happen today. When that takes place, every believer in Jesus gets his everlasting glorified body. But in the meantime, when you're absent from your earthly body that has the asthma and the arthritis and the nearsightedness and the allergies and all that stuff, you leave that booger behind and you go into the presence of the Lord. And then someday you get your everlasting glorified body. That's not what I think, that's what it says. Sounds pretty good to me. 1 John 5:12 says, "Whoever has the Son, S-O-N, whoever has the Son has life." You get everlasting life by receiving Jesus. Not just what he offers, but receive him. Have a great day. Bye-bye.